everybody. Welcome to Season 3. Maddie and I are doing really well today and can't wait to record.
Listen, it's been a long week. It's only Wednesday, but it's been a long week.
It has been a long week. I was out of state for so long. I still don't know what day it is. I'm so stressed out.
You don't need to know what day it is. I mean, you do because we do specific things on Wednesdays, but doesn't matter.
That's what I have you for. You'll tell me what I need to do.
Yeah. Sometimes, if I remember.
Oh, everybody, we're doing the best we can. This is going to be a nice, calm episode that's just rambling. If you don't want to hear that, shut it off. We don't need you to rate us 2 stars just for this episode.
Listen, if by the end of this you feel like we deserve 2 stars, I need to know. I need to know why. Because by the time this comes out on Friday, I'm hoping that I've had another jolt of energy.
God, we can only hope.
Hannah, how was your... Oh, no, you go ahead.
Well, Maddie, I was going to ask you how your anniversary was.
Oh, my anniversary was fine. It was great. We ate a lot of good food. I probably gained 10 pounds during that weekend. Yeah, I felt like all we did was eat.
Yeah.
So that was good. But, yeah.
That's
kind
of what we did. Yeah. We just ate.
As you should. You know,
That's
when you're on vacation, yes. What is there to do except for eat?
You could go ice fishing.
We'll get into it. So, yeah, my anniversary was fine. It's weird that a year has gone by.
Yeah.
I did text you and tell you this. I did cry on my anniversary, much like I often cry on my birthdays. But I think that's just, a me issue.
I find that so interesting, truly. And, do we know why?
Why we do that as humans?
Yeah, because I celebrate things.
Well, you're a Leo.
Well, you're constantly balancing all of the things in life, so I understand.
Exactly. I don't know. I think I just get so worked up about things being special. And if it doesn't feel different, which it doesn't, I don't know. It was a nice day. Overall it was a good day. I had a good weekend. There was nothing wrong with it inherently, but I was just a sad girl for a hot 2 hours in the middle of it.
It's like the Christmas magic of it all.
It is.
If you don't, it's all fake. You have to imagine it for it to be special. That's why I just fake it about my birthday. You know what I mean? I hype it up to hype it up to hype it up.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's just another day.
But I think that's good of you to hype it up. I think I have a problem of not wanting to maybe seem too eager about things. And I do have a problem, something I admire about other people is they will plan things to celebrate themselves versus I don't necessarily want to do that. I'm much better at planning to celebrate other people.
Yeah.
So when it comes to situations like an anniversary where it's just your partner and you, and we really we talked about it and we're just sort of here are the things we're going to do, yada, yada, whatever. But then I was I felt like I wasn't doing enough. And in turn, I was why aren't we doing more?
Yeah. But because you went away.
Yeah. No, we didn't.
Oh, I thought you went away.
We talked about doing it, but then because we just got in our bed and everything, we were we don't want to travel. We just want to chill. Because honestly, it was it was the first 4 days off in a row I took since October. And before that, since our honeymoon in January. So really, I was not trying to travel and make it worse.
Yeah, absolutely. That makes sense. It was a restful time.
Yeah, which was needed. And I also think that's also why I got emotional, because sometimes when I take time to like not work or whatever, I get so stressed out about just coming out of that like working energy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
It
was a very good, it was a very good time, but I just
mixed emotions.
Yeah.
Well, I think I cried in Montana at least 4 times.
I love it.
Sometimes you gotta cry when you're celebrating things, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. It's hard too, because I think because I don't not cry. Like, well, I don't know. It depends who you ask. I do cry. I'm a little bit of a crybaby, but like I'm not a crier like my sister cries. Like
Right,
my
the
sister,
cancer?
the cancer is able to just cry on command. Even some of my other friends, like I don't know. I don't cry. And I also think it's because I don't think crying is like, I think it's a good release, but I also don't think it's an honest release in a lot of ways. Like, I think being mad is more necessary for me than being sad sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. I cry when I'm mad, so I just you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, when it comes to being a crybaby, I'm like, oh, I'm a crybaby because I cry at every emotion I have. Like, I cry if I'm way too excited, and I cry if I'm fucking pissed off and sad. Like, there's no in between. Hello, bipolar. So we're at maxes on either end, and I'm crying.
I mean, you heard today, y'all are lucky to be seeing me. Those of you on the stream have known, I've not had my webcam working for the last 2 weeks, and we were trying to get it solved today, and then we did get it solved, and then I had a literal breakdown because I had like 4 minutes before a call I had to get on. I mean, it was just nightmare fuel. But like the voice quivers when you get mad and you're like, I'm going to actually sob.
Right. Yeah. I'm losing it now. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That's not fun.
Crying's good for you, though.
Crying is good for you.
I'm sweating through my knit sweater.
That's intense. That's very intense. Is it hot in LA?
It's like 60 degrees.
Okay.
But I was in this room on a call with the door closed for the last like 3 hours, and it got warm. God, these fucking dogs. Anyway, Hannah, so you've alluded to it, but where have you been the last 2 weeks?
I was in Montana. Hannah, Montana. It was a good time. My friend, so we were meeting my friend who lives there, and another friend was coming to come out as well. Great. They were supposed to be out like Monday to Thursday, and we were going to be there like Saturday to Thursday. So there was a good crossover. We were going to see each other, all 3 of us. And then I get a call when I'm leaving the office on Thursday that says the itinerary was messed up, and the friend is actually coming Friday to Monday. And we weren't going to get there till Saturday night, so we really would only see them on Sunday. So my friend that lives there kindly asked us to drive the straight 25 hours to Kalispell, Montana. And we did. And we got there Friday night at 10 o'clock instead of Saturday at 10 o'clock, and got to spend an extra day with our friend. But it was a very long road trip, and then we had to come back because you have to drive home from a road trip, which is the worst part. But we took a lot of stops on the way home. We went to Wall Drug, and we went to Mount Rushmore, which we can't talk about, and we went to the Badlands. And then on the way home, we were like, fuck it, we'll stop at Wisconsin Dells. And we went to the Kalahari for 2 days.
I think that's my favorite part, by the way. Like, what a joyous little end to your trip. Yeah.
Yes. And, okay, cheater code. We stayed 2 nights in Wisconsin Dells, but we stayed at a hotel and got passes to the Kalahari through the hotel. They gave us 2 passes and they don't expire for like 5 weeks. So we're actually going back because we had an extra pass, and we're going to take Cassie and go for like her birthday in February.
Genius.
Yeah. It really worked out well.
I'm really jealous.
And the 2 nights with the 2 passes, was whatever amount was 1 night at the Kalahari. Like it was like
what a
$350.
Great deal.
Yeah, it was great.
Can you tell the people who maybe don't know what the Kalahari is?
No. Educate yourselves. It's a landmark in the United States.
Okay, we talked about it briefly on the stream this past weekend, Tom and I did, because I've never been to the Dells. But can you, in your words, explain what the Wisconsin Dells are?
Yes, it is the vacation hotspot for anyone in that 100-mile radius, because besides Kalahari, it's pretty cheap to go, and it's not that far away. So it's a nice little weekend that you could take the kids over. However, we went Saturday night to Monday morning, and the Kalahari was dead on Sunday night. So 10 out of 10 recommend, if you can, staying that Sunday night, because it really was much nicer.
Are there like a ton of kids there though on Friday, Saturday?
On Saturday, we didn't go on Saturday. We only went on Sunday. So I can't give you an answer now, but we are going to go on Saturday when we take Cassie. So I can tell you then how crazy it was. But it was also nice staying at that other hotel, because then you don't have all those kids running around. And not that there's anything wrong with kids, God bless them. Totally. But it is nice to be in a quiet hotel sometimes. So yeah. It was good. It was fun. Emmett got on a horse after all of the being scared of animals. He got on a draft horse, which is a very large horse. Yeah. And rode it. So very proud of him. He also was a natural. No pointers were needing to be given, and it was like the first time he rode a horse. It was the first time he rode a horse, so he did well. I fully slid off of the horse when I was being put on it by my friend. I blame that she didn't let go of my leg, so I couldn't like swing it fast enough. Totally. So it just literally, the entire saddle just slow-mo slipped off the horse, and I just landed slowly on the ground while Katie just held my foot and like softly landed it. And I was like, Katie, I need my foot. I'm going to kick you in the face by accident. It was like a cheerleading stunt gone wrong. Absolutely horrible.
That's really funny. So you rode horses. Mm-hmm. She owns these horses.
Yes.
Does she have other animals or just horses?
She has 3 dogs, but no other animals, because they live not anywhere. So they are roamers. So they have a camper, and so the horses get transferred to like another farm when they move. So it's like they rent out stables, or a stable, you know what I mean?
I didn't realize they just had a camper.
Oh yeah, they're just roaming around. So we rented an Airbnb they had it for a month. So we just stayed at an Airbnb on the lake.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was very cool. We didn't get to see any views though, because we're in the mountains and it was foggy every day.
And you had a decent amount of snow on the ground, right?
Yeah, there was. It was nice. North Dakota though had so much snow. It was obscene. South Dakota too. There was like piles of snow everywhere.
It's pretty wild. I've only been in North Dakota during their snows, I think twice, but most recently, not this Christmas, but last Christmas, I think I was there, or like November, and they got pelted by some snow. And
I don't know how to do it. Yeah, it's a lot. When we were in Montana, my friends were driving on, you couldn't even imagine how dangerous of roads. And I'm driving behind, like ripping the steering wheel, hoping for the best. We were like sideways on a road at one point because I didn't know it was going to be so icy. And then it was. And then we had to literally drive like 15 for 20 miles. So it took forever. That's when we went ice fishing. We almost died.
So you went ice fishing. Tell us about that.
It was fun. It was more fun than I thought it would be. I did, however, make everyone promise that I did not have to touch one fish while we were out there. So I never touched a fish, which is like a blessing, truly. But if I get a nibble, just one little nibble on that fishing rod, I am fucking catching it because I have a good, like, crank up or whatever. And so I was getting fish. I got 5. So it was a good day. Some of them got 15. But they were the good ones that lived there. You know what I mean?
Did you keep them or did you let them go?
We let most of them go. They kept one because it was a perch, and then they smoked it that night and ate it. Which I did not eat.
Do you not eat fish?
I do not eat anything that comes out of the water.
That's right. I couldn't remember.
No.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's not my vibe. And they also had elk, so I had to try a little piece of elk, which was nasty. I mean, it wasn't nasty. I just don't like eating animals anymore.
Yeah.
I don't like
it.
Yeah, I can't. When I'm eating it, I just can't. I simply can't think about it. Ugh. So I had told them at the beginning, I was like, listen, I don't eat a lot of meat at this point. I'm like trying to find alternate sources of protein. So then when the elk came around, they were like, listen, we know that you don't want to eat, whatever. And I was like, thank you. God bless. But they did peer pressure me into doing it. But I always say, I don't give in to peer pressure on something that I really don't want to do. If I'm like, this is going to be whatever, I'm going to be uncomfortable, I'll still probably do it. But like, I did not touch a fucking fish. They tried. Katie's like, all right, you grab this one. And I was like, I'm not fucking touching that fish. Good luck. But the elk, I could try.
That's good.
Yeah.
1 out of 2, not so bad.
Yeah, not so bad. We went skiing, which ended up with just me having a panic attack on the mountain, which was not the most fun. But we had a good time, and Emmett, again, first time on skis, and he did great. So can't stand him, but love him dearly.
Oh, that man.
He just knows how to do everything.
It's a boy thing.
It is. I changed my wallpaper to like a yellow one to see if that would help with the coloring, and nothing's helping. I don't know what to do.
Do you have a ring light?
No.
Oh.
I have a depression lamp, and that's what I usually use. But it's just so bright, and it's like in my eyes.
Yeah, that's fair. I was going to say, because like the only way I balance out the colors is because my light I have changes from like cool to warm settings.
Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna have to get one of those maybe next season if you people start listening to this more.
Listen, I know we joked about getting off if you're not entertained, but we need your listens.
Listen, you don't just play it, download it, play it. You don't have to listen to it. That's all we're saying.
Download it, play it, pretend to give a crap.
Yeah, rate it 5 stars.
The sooner you do it, the better.
Again, though, I'd like to say that Belgium did not reach out.
Listen, I'm pretty pissed at Belgium.
I'm wondering if they haven't listened to the episode yet. I'll give them a break, but...
Let's check in. Let's see how Belgium's doing on the stats. Because last time I checked, it had gone up.
Yes, it went from 60 to 80.
That's what I'm saying. They're listening.
I think
and if they're not, they're bots.
Right. Either way, though, getting listens. I just want them to tell us who they are.
91.
I can't wait to find out. 91?
They are ahead of Los Angeles.
Guys, Belgium, shout out again.
Pop off, Belgium. Love to see it.
Oh my god. That's absolutely insane.
Unreal to me, frankly. Biggest fans.
Follow us on social media so we know who you are. We would love to be your best friend.
Absolutely. We'd love to be your best friend. And if not that, we'd at least love to know who the heck you are.
Yeah, absolutely. And we hope you're enjoying this. It seems like you are. How many episodes do we have?
Not
30?
91.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
More
like
than one
30.
person? I just realized it's more than one person probably. I was thinking it was probably one person. And now I'm like, no, I think it's more than one.
At least maybe 3 people that have downloaded every episode.
That's fucking nuts.
And a 4th that's downloaded 1.
We have I've never been more excited. I'm probably more excited now at the followers we get than when we'll have 1.5 million.
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
You know what I mean? This is much more exciting, I think.
I've never been more excited.
I love it.
So we're launching season 3 here, Hannah. How's it feel?
We sure are. It feels very stressful. I feel like we're going to crank it up a little bit on everything else. And that's just going to be fun. A lot of work. I can't wait. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see.
How about you?
I feel good. Feels like, I don't know. Kind of feels like how are we already on season 3?
Right. And what's funny is we could be on season 4 if we kept them to 10 episodes. So
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot. So much content.
Enjoy every bit of it. And if not, at least they hate us and give us their views.
Yes. Shout out haters.
We love the haters. We could use more, frankly.
I'm asking for no haters. I am a Leo. I can't handle disappointing others.
Listen, I'm a Libra and I need balance. If you all love me too much, I'll lose my mind.
I need all the love I can get.
That's
you know,
fair.
I was just thinking about it, and not that I just made this connection, but you know how I always say that I get Gryffindor and Harry Potter stuff?
Yeah.
I literally, maybe 6 days ago, processed that that's a lion.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that
it's a griffin, but yeah.
Yes, you know what I mean? It's just, it's furry, and it seems like a cat.
I'm pretty sure it's like an eagle bird lion thing, but yeah.
Okay, love. I'm going to look it up.
I think it's the top of it is like an eagle and the back half is a lion.
Body of a lion but the head and the wings of an eagle. But when you look at the picture, they messed up Harry Potter. I can't stress this enough.
I mean, I'm a fucking badger with a Hufflepuff.
I can't believe everyone in my life is something other than a Gryffindor. I was telling Katie, I go, oh, Katie, take the test. It'll be so fun, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I've always wanted to be a Ravenclaw. I think they're so cool, blah, blah, blah. She gets fucking Ravenclaw. I've never been so mad.
Oh, I guess on Harry Potter, the Gryffindor is just a lion. But the Griffin in, like, lore and mythology is,
yeah.
Whatchamacallit?
We listened to Harry Potter when we were driving on the road trip because it's, like, so long. And there were so many things that were not in the movie, which makes sense because you got to cut so much stuff out to get it down. But like Peeves, there's that character Peeves in the books that's like super fucking annoying. They cut him out completely out of the movie, and it's good that they did.
Yeah.
But it just was a reminder of how good the books were.
The books were good, and I agree. I think there's a lot of people that just, like, will never, how bad, like, not how bad, I don't know, because the movies are good. They're not as good as they could be.
Yes, correct.
And that's what makes books pretty much always better.
Yep, 100%. 100%. I think I always go with the book. The casting of it all, you know how I feel about the Hunger Games. It can just ruin an entire image that you had for a book.
Mm-hmm.
It's very delicate.
Absolutely. I agree. So going back to season 3, this would be our, I don't know, what's the third book in Harry Potter? Prisoner? No.
Yeah.
Prisoner of Azkaban. So it's our Prisoner of Azkaban year.
Nice. That's my favorite. That's my favorite movie. So I think we're off to a good start.
We're off to a great start at that rate.
Yeah.
4th book is my favorite, so we're in for 2 good seasons.
Well, book-wise, I think the 4th one is my favorite book, but movie-wise, I think the 3rd one is my favorite.
That's valid.
Yeah. Except for we listened to the first one, and it is really good, to the point that I'm like, we really need to listen to them all. But the first book is a very good classic. Anyway, season 3.
Season 3. We're here. Who are you most excited to interview this season? You can literally throw names out we've not even discussed if you want.
I know, I'm trying to think of even who we wrote down to reach out to. I am unprepared for this question. Do you have somebody prepared?
I think I'm most excited to interview, I don't know.
See? I'm looking up the guests that we have. Oh, I think it will be fun to interview the people that are on the streams. Like, you know how we said we want to interview Sam and, like, Danny and Travis? I think that is going to be very fun to have people on that really join our streams and talk to us, weekly.
Agreed. I think that will be very fun. I'm excited to do some more of, like, our friends. We talked, well, not to spoil this for anyone, but one of the people who is on next week's stream, who was on it when we recorded the other night, Hannah, I'm excited to interview them because I just think it'll be a lovely little episode.
Yeah, because they are the sweetest.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't even get over it.
So that'll be a fun one. We have, I guess we'll get into it. Next week, we have a very exciting episode that includes a lot of crowd favorites. Most of you will know a lot of these people, so you'll have to subscribe so you know when it comes out.
Yeah, there's your teaser. I thought you were going to drop names. She's not a name dropper, though.
She's not. We'll wait until we post the images of everyone, I guess.
I like that. We can do that. That's a good call out. I think the other person I'm excited to interview is the one that I wrote down as Emily's friend's husband.
Yes, I additionally am excited for Emily's friend's husband.
I am very interested to talk to him and interested to find out his name again, because who's to say?
I don't think we give him a name. I think he's strictly Emily's friend's husband.
That's it. God. And he's married to the sweetest lady as well. She told me, if you aren't listening, pay attention right now. If you wear flats, you can put a panty liner in the flat as like a fake sock, you know what I mean? And it absorbs all your sweat and smell, and then you just throw it out. So you just leave them in your, change it out, and then you don't have to use, those. I use like charcoal inserts, and they only last so long because my feet reek. I can't, literally, I hadn't washed my shoes because I have Rothy's, so you can toss them in the washer. I had not washed that and I couldn't tell you how long. I got home one day and Emmett was like, you need to do something about those shoes. Like, you could smell them in the house. It was horrific. So my mom washed them when we were on vacation.
Listen, I'm a smelly person in general. My feet don't stink.
Really?
My feet don't sweat or stink. It all comes out in my armpits.
That's so funny. I don't feel, my feet are always cold and they don't sweat often. So I don't know where the smell's coming from.
Interesting.
So they must be sweating and I don't know, but who's to say? If you want to talk about bodily functions, though, we like to talk about that on Wednesday's Ketchup Only stream. So please join on Wednesdays if you want to hear about like yeast infections. That's when we talk mostly about those things.
Yeah. We
do
discuss those. Yeah, we play trivia and talk about disgusting shit, you know.
Right.
Why wouldn't you
whatever
join?
the chat. Yeah, whatever the chat wants to talk about is what we talk about.
Yeah. Speaking of, you should join our streams if you don't. We stream on Wednesdays and on Sundays.
She makes a face because she wants to keep adding streams.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Who knows? Maybe we'll be streaming every day before you know it.
Listen, we could do I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to promise anything.
We can't promise anything right now.
She just gets crazy. Once she's on the recording, she starts promising things. Like at the end of season 2, I was like, yeah, I can record an episode when I get back from vacation. And now I'm like, why did you ever say that? This is so tiring. Especially because we recorded yesterday.
We did, and it's a long episode yesterday.
Yes. So it's a lot. Not that we're never complaining. We're never complaining. We're sharing the journey. We're sharing the journey, letting you know what we're doing. Yeah, we're happy to be here.
Speaking of, in sharing the journey, if you want to get in on the next thing that we'll be launching very soon, make sure you go to our website and put your little email in there so that you can find out when this next thing drops. You might just get a little gift to your inbox.
What is our website URL?
Babyinfluencer.org.
There you go. We're an organization, everybody.
An organization.
And if it's a .org, you know what that means. You can trust it for citing sources.
Absolutely. So you can cite us on your college essays.
You heard it here first. It might not be factual.
Wikipedia.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's a .com. That's so funny. See, I'm telling you, we did it the right way.
Yeah, we absolutely did. And it was not at all because .com was taken.
Yeah, not at all. Oh my God. So stressful trying to get all those names once we figured out what we wanted to name it.
What?
It was so stressful when we were trying to figure out what to name, and then we had to get everything, like all the Twitter handles and stuff, and it's like all a little bit off.
Yeah, but don't worry. I never finished that plea. You can petition to get names if you're a business. If someone has your name.
Yeah.
And so I started that, but then I had to go in and prove stuff and send. I was like, I am on my cell phone at the gym. I don't have time for this.
I'm trying to do business, and I can't simply do this from my phone.
Yeah. I was like, I need a desktop. So I'm going to have to go back and try that again in the near future.
Which social media was that for?
Twitter.
Oh, sorry,
it's the
Twitter.
only one we don't have.
Yeah, because I was...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true. We technically have Twitter. You can't have the baby influencer org is too long of a handle for Twitter.
Yeah.
So
we can't. I was
just trying to get regular baby influencer.
Yeah, that makes sense. Everybody, that was a moment of silence for you to collect your thoughts, but also for me to collect my thoughts. It didn't work.
Season 3, we're off to the races. We'll have new episodes each Friday, as usual.
Mm-hmm. Until, who's to say? Are we doing 20 episodes?
Yeah, I think so. We
Yeah.
scheduled them out. We can tell you when this season ends. I think it's this summer. I think it will literally be summertime. Well, that's a stretch because I guess summer doesn't start till like June.
Yeah, these days.
No, I think like literally in the calendar.
I'm like, no. Global warming. Anytime I can bring that up. But yeah, no, I can't wait for the 20 episodes. It's always so fun trying to come up with guests. If you ever want to be on this podcast, please reach out. We would love to have you, especially if you're a small business owner.
Especially if you're a small business owner or creator. Let us know.
Yeah, please.
We already have one person, a fan, that has commented and said that they want to be on the podcast because we offered it up. And guess what? They're about to be on this season.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So ask and you shall receive. That's how it works.
That's how it works here. Anything going on in the world that we need to address?
As she Googles tragic events in the
recent
I'm like,
news. What's going on? Who's trending? The Super Bowl is kind of soon.
Yeah, we're having a... Oh, no. I was going to say we're having a party that weekend, but the party's the weekend before, I think.
Oh.
So, boo.
You could still have a party.
We sure could. I think that's Kalahari weekend. We don't know that stuff. We know what's happening in astrology. It's Aquarius season. Is it Aquarius?
Yeah, it is Aquarius season
Good.
right now. It sure is. We're back in the air signs, baby.
Thank God. Thank God. I shouldn't be just telling people when we're going to the Kalahari.
You never know who's listening, Hannah.
A killer. Belgium. Belgium's going to show up. They're not a killer.
Belgium is coming.
Belgium's coming. Anyway.
The belt.
No. Don't even try. Belgiumenians? No. We have to cut all of this.
The Belgians. The Belgians.
Yeah, Belgians. They're going to stop listening because we talk about them so much.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
Literally, no, they're not. If they haven't stopped at this point, they're not stopping.
I can't believe it's at 91.
It's remarkable.
It is.
Are you excited for Rihanna to do the halftime show at the thing? Are you a Rihanna stan?
Love her makeup. Wish it was cheap like ColourPop, but Fenty makeup is phenomenal.
I've actually never used any of it.
Oh my God. I have nothing bad to say about Fenty makeup. And I switched to it when I was having like bad acne. Mm-hmm. And I was like, everybody was saying you kind of have to invest in the foundation that you're putting on your face because it helps. Yeah. And I bought Fenty at the time because it was like not so crazy expensive and was good. And it's like very good coverage. Their concealers, that's not a fucking joke. Get a concealer. And I got bronzer and a blush, like cream. They are great. Love them. However, ColourPop is also phenomenal and very cheap. Mm-hmm. So I would recommend ColourPop you try before you go to Fenty because they have a lot to offer as well. I haven't tried their concealer yet because I still have Fenty, but I am going to try that and see how it goes. But I got their stick blushes and foundation, and I love them. So, oh my gosh. And I used to get ColourPop all the time when I was in college wearing more makeup. Yeah. But because it was, again, it's so cheap and it's good. It's better, I think, than e.l.f.
Is it cheaper than e.l.f.?
No, e.l.f. is the cheapest for what you can get. And they have great products too, but
I love me some e.l.f. They really come through.
They do. They have great products too. But yeah, that's the makeup segment for today. I definitely recommend. Oh, I got eyebrow stuff from ColourPop too. Phenoms. I have nothing bad to say. I got a lot of stuff from them for very cheap, like the price of a foundation at Fenty. So it's good stuff. Maddie, do we know how long this has been? Because we were chatting before.
Yeah. We're at 42 minutes.
Of course we are. My favorite number. Of course I asked at 42.
Does it make it better or worse to let you know that it was at 42:13, which is my favorite number?
Universe.
What was I going to say?
My dad's going to listen to this episode and be like, what the fuck were you guys doing? He's going to be like, did you go in fucking blind? And we're going to say yes.
Yes, Dad. Yeah, we did. Yes. We were tired.
Yeah, we're doing the best we can.
In the words of my brother-in-law, she's doing the best she can, and she's, I forget what he said, but it was mildly offensive, but also charming.
Okay, well, that's kind of how...
Best. That's what it was.
Say it again.
She's trying her best, and she's looking her best.
There you go. That's what brother-in-laws are for.
Aren't they, though?
I say let's wrap this shit up into a bow. I know we say this all the time. I get it. It's a lot. But the streams are so much fun. Just join them. You can chat from your phone, download the Twitch app, look up Baby Influencer, follow us for notifications, and jump on the stream and chat with us.
Listen, if you're not doing it, you're a dunce.
Yeah, and the more people we get on the stream, the more we can play like fun trivia games and do things. So join us and we can have a good time. We'd like to build a little community if we can.
And if we can't, we'll blame you personally, each and every one of you.
Belgium, I swear to God, you better be getting on these streams.
Yeah, Belgium, I don't even know what time it is where you are, but I need the commitment to carry over.
Yeah, absolutely. I would love to see you at 2 a.m. your time. I have no idea. It could literally be 4 hours behind us. You know what I mean? I have no concept of where Belgium is.
It's Europe. You know what I mean? So that's all I can say about it.
8 hours? No, it takes 8 hours to fly there. I simply am uneducated.
Well.
All right. Everybody, thanks for listening to this trash episode. We love you. I hope you enjoyed it. Blessings to all. Thank you for listening. See you next time.
Have such a great week. Are you all caught up, Hannah?
I am. I hope everybody else fucking got a morsel of information.